We're the Niases.
I'm Shelby.
I'm Tristan.
We're here looking at building a shipping container home.
So we decided to change our lifestyle at the end of 2020 just due to a long year of COVID and being stuck indoors. So one way of changing the lifestyle that we thought was to look into some form of minimalistic, smaller lifestyle, just due to the fact that we had such a massive house and yet it wasn't being used properly. So one way of doing that was looking at either a tiny house, looking at just a smaller house in general. But what we decided was going to work best for us was to move into a container house. It allows ourselves to be a little bit more modular. We can expand upon it quite easily in the future. It just allowed us to be a little bit more flexible, where we could still be portable but still be in a house type environment.
Our house consists of the two of us, our daughter who is 5, 2 fluffy dogs and another one on the way.
So this isn't just a house change. What we also want to do is we want to make a lifestyle change as well. So what we realized was that with COVID, we maybe gained a few extra kilos than what we thought we were going to. We probably ate a lot more unhealthily than what we should have. And there's a few things there that we want to kind of change. We're looking at changing our fitness routines, our diets, mental health, the way we live in general. And yeah, so that's why we decided to make a channel, document our process, showing the little things that we do and ways of improving our life.
As well as the lifestyle after the shipping container is built.
This is like stage 1. What we're doing now is we're having a look at the land, trying to figure out what's going to be the right kind of fit, where everything's going to go. We've got a rough idea. We've got a rough perimeter of where the actual fence is going to go. But what we need to look at now is the actual container. We need to look at the floor plans again, make sure everything's all good. And then we need to come back and do some more measurements. Then we can kind of plan accordingly for that. So stage 1 is definitely the most interesting stage. So look, one of the things with this container build is that a lot of things you have to kind of source all over the place. What we've decided to do is we've decided to go down the route of Facebook Marketplace to find some containers. There are some really good providers across Melbourne that offer some containers quite cheap. However, what we've decided to do is just stick with Facebook Marketplace, buy it secondhand. With the land itself, we found a few people that were willing to offer their land up for quite a reasonable amount of money. Very nice people to be working with, and allows us to kind of save up and put some money towards our own land in the future, which is realistically what we want to do. We want to have our own farm, put the containers there and live this life in a box lifestyle.
As you can see behind us, we're going to show you a bit of the land and what it looks like. What have we done so far? We found the land. We're going to go check out a shipping container that we're going to buy next.
Yeah, we've also designed most of it as well. Had the conversations with the owner about the property behind us. And really we've already put together all the components that we need to actually purchase to make the shipping container a house.
We're now checking out a shipping container, and this one that we're looking at here is
12 meters or 40-foot shipping container. So it should be big enough to kind of store what we need to store in there, which is predominantly us. Gentleman seems quite nice. The container itself is actually in pretty good nick. Quite happy with that. Anything else you want to add?
Where'd we get the container from?
So the container came from Gumtree. Gentleman was selling it on there, and yeah, I messaged him and we ended up coming up here today to have a bit of a look, and yeah, everything's looking pretty good. So what are we here doing this bright and sunny morning?
We are up here in Belgrave, picking up the container that we had a look at 2 days ago.
Yep.
We were really happy with it, so now we're here at the crack of dawn to film the truck coming to pick it up and put it on site. Yeah,
so we ended up looking at this one the other day, and then we went off and looked at another one. We thought that was going to be super good. The other one turned out to be not so super good, turned out to be horrible. So now we're back at the first one, which we really liked. The gentleman was a really nice guy, so on and so forth. And yeah, we ended up making a purchase, and now we're here to pick it up at the crack of dawn in the morning to go move it. So we're very excited, but this is the last step of stage 1, getting it on site.
We have now been here for an hour or so. We got here half an hour early. Just finished discussing about how the truck driver is going to come around to pick up the container. It's not in the very best angle or spot, but we will see how we go. That is the container on an angle. So the concern is how the truck is going to go and how to get it on. The ground is a little bit wet, which is not ideal, but sounds like it is coming around now.
Why do you need a coffee?
Because it is super early and I'm tired and baby is kicking me.
But it's on.
It's on. Made it. We just got to get it out of here and on site, which will be exciting
And challenging.
and challenging. This is just a quick video to kind of recap stage one. We have got the shipping container and it's been delivered now. Just a quick shout out to a few people that we've met along the way, which has been fantastic. David, who had the shipping container that we bought off, he was fantastic and a lovely guy that we met. So big shout out to him. Graham, who helped us move the container, so he helped us with the transport and he works with Victorian Crane Hire.
Yeah, VCH.
VCH, yep. And he was fantastic and the company was fantastic as well.
Yeah, did a really great job of moving the actual container, helped us understand the complexities of picking up a container and moving it. Didn't realise how intense it was, but it was good. And then, yeah, so a big shout out to those guys. But overall, got the container on site. Now the next part is then just putting in the correct footings for the container to sit on, and we're just going to figure that part out, and then getting the electricity, water and septic tank all sorted, which essentially begins the next part of the build. So yeah, stage one complete.